Good morning guys, it's Sunday and as promised yesterday we're going to be starting to put together this National Bee Hive. Now it's a flat pack, you'll have to see Wayne and Caitlin in the background here. It's a great little project you can do with kids. Right, sit down a minute then. Okay, right, so it's a flat pack and we're just going to have a quick look what we've got in there and then we'll go and start going through the process of building it. Now these here, okay, are the frames, okay, and there's 3 packs of 30 frames. There's one for the super, one for the brood box and 2 for the supers, okay. So I'm going to stick them over here a moment. Okay, the next thing we have in here, guys, there's 2 packs there of foundation for the supers and 1 pack for the brood box, okay. Now this did come in 2 boxes, but I've just stuck it all on 1 box to spring down. Now we have a queen excluder. Now you may notice with this one it's a timber framed queen excluder and it's got a rolled bar mesh in here which will stop the queen from getting up into the supers and stop her from laying brood and things up there. Now there are lots of different types available. There is like a slotted cut mesh, steel mesh one, and I have heard that they've got the habit of taking the wings off the bees and things like that, so so we won't be using one of those. Okay, sit down. Right, now in the box this is a gabled roof hive, okay guys, so we're going to be building it from that. And as you can see in the box, there's the 2 gables ends for the roof. We got various components here and they're all numbered. As you can see here, that is a number 14 and that will correspond with the set of instructions that I've got. Now this hive came from Cadden Hives, okay, and it's quite a good little detailed instructions of how to set it up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull out these pieces, stick them out of the way. Right, next now we've got all the pins and screws and things that we require and a couple of little sort of vents. Right, this is your top board, okay, and they've got some porta bee escapes in them and what have you. The next bit we have, this is the mesh floor, a varroa mesh floor, which will allow the varroa mites to fall through but not come back up. Okay, now we have some bigger parts now, and this is from the brood box, okay, and this is what we'll be using. Sorry, this one is the super, and we'll be using these to put, this is a cedar hive and everything is all made out of cedar, so we'll put these together as and when, and each one is numbered. As you can see on that one, that is number 16, okay. Some metal runners here, okay, and a lot more pieces which we require. This is the floor, and again more pieces. So as you can see guys, there is loads and loads and loads of pieces. This one is the body for the brood, and as you can see, it's much deeper than the supers. It's a bit overcast here today, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get to do all of this today because it depends on the rain. The next thing in here that's the top crown board, and a couple of other bits which I'll find out what they're for later on. And we also have, excuse me, Wayne, watch your fingers, 2 roofs, cedar again. A lot of hives have a ply roof, but these are made out of cedar because it's a good quality hive, and they've already got a galvanized sort of tin roof which will keep the rain out. So and that's how they're going to go together on top of the hive. So that's all the components. And what we're going to do, we may do this in a couple of videos, I'm not sure yet, but we may do this in a couple of videos, and I'm going to break it down. So we're going to do a section on the brood box, a section putting together a super, and they're going to be pretty much the same. And then we'll do a frame section and the roof and everything else, and we'll see what it goes. So I don't know how many parts this video is going to be. It may be 2 parts, it may be 3, it may be 4, I'm not sure yet. Okay, from looking at the instructions, it says that it's going to take a few hours to build. So and again, it depends on whether the rain holds out, so it'll depend on how many parts we make it out of. Anyway, let's get on with it. Okay guys, so I've got 8 parts here. We've got the 2 front and back, the 2 sides, and the rails for the brood box. Okay, so what it says on here, it just says that 14 is across the bottom, 13 is across the top. Okay, so they're numbered. Obviously we need to ensure that they can go in. I've put some glue on the insides of these using Gorilla Glue. Okay, it's a PVA glue, and all I'm going to do now is just put some on the legs as well, just to make sure we've got a really good bond. And it's just a case of just fitting these together. It's a nice tight joint. There we go. Anything that squeezes out, we will rub over with some a damp cloth, and then we can wipe off any excess glue. So that was number 13. Number 14 has got a chamfer on it. You'll see here there's a slight chamfer, and that's designed to shed the water away from the side of the the thing. So I'm just going to put some glue on this one, and then this one will get put in as well, the same as the other. I'm just using an old paintbrush to do this, because I haven't got a glue brush. The joints are very tight, and maybe worth giving a little tap. And they are very tight joints, guys. What, Caitlin? Yeah, I know. Right, just damp cloth, just wipe off any excess glues. And it'll just save on the cleanup later on. Just give that a little more of a tap. Okay, so we've got the same thing now on this side, so I can just move these out of the way. So number 14. If anything I will say about these joints, they have made them really, really tight, so you're gonna have to tap them in. But like I said, you know, you do what you can. So now we just want to get this one in started. It'd be a good idea just to have something here to protect this wood, but I haven't bothered. Just wipe off any excess glue. Okay, so we got number 13 here now. And that's all it is, guys. It's like a big jigsaw puzzle, and it takes a bit of time to get it to work. But so just spread that glue across there, and all we need to do now is get this one in. What, babe? Yeah, I understand that, love. It's no problem. Right. Go sit out the way a minute then. Okay. So we've just given it a bit of a clean up now. And before we put the others in now, we need to sit in both of these sides. Just make sure it's well seated. In fact, that one is for that side because I want the numbers facing inwards, because we don't want to see them. Okay, I think that's him. And the same thing with this one. Okay, lean out the way of the camera, babe. If you have to, just give them a little tap, just to make sure they're fully seated. And now we need to get some glue on these ones, and this is where it's going to be a bit of a handful, is getting all four of these in on the next one. Gonna put a bit of glue across these, which I should have done on that side. In fact, I think I will. Just going to take it out, just going to put a bead of glue in there. I know you shouldn't really glue across the grain, but the movement on this is going to be nothing, so that one's in right tight, so I'm going to leave him. Okay, so now we want to put the top on. I'm sorry if you can't see through the cameras. I don't help with Caitlin running around you. Okay, so we just need to clean that up. Right, so there we have it. At the moment though, it's not looking too square. I have to have a look what's going on there. Oh, it is bang on square now. So it's 25.5. Okay. So once we've done that, check the square, position the rails and secure black gimp pins. So we need 2 rails. Thanks, babe. Oh, another flower off Caitlin. Okay. So, which way do they go? I'm assuming like that, is it? Yeah, that's how they're going. So we're going to secure these now with gimp pins, black gimp pins, and we're away. So we've got 4 of them. Thanks, babe. Right, give me a kiss then. Right, let me get on with this a minute now, then. Alright? Thanks, love. Love you. Love you, bye. So there's 1 rail done. 1 more this side. And we are good to go on this brood box. Thanks, babe. Right. Can you go and play for 5 now, then? Let me just get on with this, alright, for everybody. So 2 more nails now in this, guys, and we should have ourselves a nice, strong brood box. Ready for our frames. There you go, a nice strong brood box. Chamfered sides, as you can see, so it'll shred the rain. I'm not sure whether we're going to paint them or what, I don't know yet, but that's the first one done, guys. The I don't know if you can see here, the reason this is lifted up like that is when you sit your frame there, it'll leave a little space underneath, so when you're putting your frames back in, you're not actually squashing bees that are there. Okay, so you can put it back in and it'll keep that little bee space underneath there. Alright, so that's the first brood box done. Now the supers are exactly the same to build, so I'm not going to bother filming them. It's just a repeat of these, but just slightly smaller, shallower box. So I'm going to get them built and then I'll come back to you. Bye. Okay, guys, so as you can see, the 3 boxes now are done. We've got the brood at the bottom, and then we got 2 supers here. So they've got their metal runners on them and everything, and they're nice and square, so so that's all good. What we need to do now, we need to get on to building the floor and the roof, and then once we've done that, all we've got to do then is build 30 frames up. I haven't seen how difficult they are yet, but we'll get on them. But the next step now will be the gabled roof. Okay, guys, so all I've done here now, I've collected some of the parts, and what we need to do, this is our gabled end here for the gabled roof, and we've got some flat out pieces here. We just need to tack in some long nails into them. I'm not sure if I'm going to get these in the right places, so bear with me a sec, 'cause that's not quite right. More like there. Don't hit your thumb. There we are. So we need to put one down the bottom now as well. There we go. So we're nice and tight there. Bit of glue now on the next one and go from there. Now the one's in, we can turn it upside down, it'll be easier to nail. These things are quite wieldy when they get going. Okay, so a bit more glue. And this is just part for the gabled roof, and it's just building the outer frame at the moment. Try not to bend the nails up like I just did.
Again?
Babe, don't stand in front of the cameras, alright?
Not again.
Yeah, again.
Where can I watch you?
You just stand by there. Be quiet for me while I do this, alright? And then one more. There we are. So that's a nice strong frame. Okay, so we now we've got it to this sort of stage. Now the next thing afterwards, now we've got to put these little things around. Now it's saying 25mm up, so I'm going to mark 25mm on that. I'm assuming they're on about 25mm from the bottom. So I'm going to get a tape measure and I'm going to mark a couple of. So 25mm is there. It's about 1 inch. Okay. I haven't got many long ones, so I'm going to have to use these ones. And just 2 in each of these. Whoops. No one saw that. Okay, so they give you 4 of them anyway, alright? And they go right around. So we need to do another 25mm up. Guys, you're learning how to do this the same as I am, because there'll be beekeepers out there probably laughing at me the way I'm doing this, because they can probably make these with their eyes shut. But it's all new to me, and I'm just doing what I can. And the good thing is, where did I mark that to? There. The good thing is, like I said, I haven't paid someone else to make it. You know, the actual it comes as a flat pack, but you know, I've put it together myself when I could have paid someone into doing it. This cedar, by the way, is quite hard. You're hitting the nails, and sometimes they're hitting a knot or something, and it's wanting to bend, so you've got to be quite careful with it. Is that okay? Now, because of the slant on here, it's going to be a bit harder. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to utilise a clamp, guys, just to hold it there for me. If I put a couple of clamps on there, it'll just hold it up, just to make life a bit easier. Because these are on a chamfer here, so it's a bit hard to nail on that, because it wants to make it loose. But what we're going to do, we're going to just clamp it in to that, so that makes it nice and tight, which should. We've trimmed them down now slightly, and I can just place them there and get some nails in them. Hopefully this won't move now when I'm putting these nails in. Excellent. Now the same on this side. So this table saw sled's come in quite handy today. And like I said, this is just the framework for this. We got the. It does say that this should take an hour to make, but I can't understand why it would take someone so long. If it's only this, put a bit of sheeting on it. Every now and then I hit a knot. I'm not pulling the nail out, I'm just trying to straighten it up. There we are. Okay. Just have a check of that. That way. Excellent. You can have that sitting either way, guys. I'll be having it sitting this way, but I'm happy with that. Okay, so next thing is this. Let's see if we can get this right this time. Ah, that's better. And what I'm going to do, I'm assuming that slides right up there. I might be wrong in this, but we'll soon find out now, because I'll get the other one as well and check. Right, so that's more or less 50-50 on it. We'll have a look at what we're going to do. Do you know what? This can be a pain sometimes, guys. Right. I'm happy with that. Okay. So now, what does the instructions say? Instructions say to nail right through the roof. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2 with these. The thing is, I'm not very confident on where these are going to go. Oh look, sod's law on it. There we are. In. And we've missed that. Okay. There we are. Oh. Right, how far up are we now in? Oh, damn. That's good. Okay. 2. Right. Hi, babe. Okay. What? I don't know, babe. I don't know how long I'm going to be. Okay, so now we just got this to a fix. Like it?
Daddy, what about how did the bees get out through that net?
The bees don't get out today, babe.
Right?
They're not supposed to.
Because they are prison.
Yeah. Right. All we've got left now, guys, is just the wasp traps to put on. And we'll do that.
The camera's off.
That one is, yeah, this one's still on, babe. So let Dad finish a sec. We're going to use these little gold pins for it. Okay. Okay, so that's the first wasp trap put on. And we just need to do the other side now. Kaylin, can you stop making noises, love? I'm trying to film. No, I'm trying to film. Stop.
Where's my grip?
Right, guys. So that's it on the roof. I'm not going to bother peel this plastic coating off it because I think it'll just help with shading. And there we are. I'm quite happy with that. Right, guys. So we've got the brood, the 2 supers, and the roof done. We've just got the floor left, but that's going to be in the next episode along with the frames and everything else. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.